Tyler, the Creator, just released his ninth studio album, Don't Tap the Glass, and there were so many rumors surrounding this album. Like, the track list was quote unquote leaked, but was quickly disregarded by Tyler. There were also rumors of features on certain tracks, those features being Kendrick Lamar or Pusha T. Some people also made really bad AI songs saying, oh, these are on Don't Tap the Glass, and it just sounded awful. Before I get into my thoughts on the album as a whole, I might as well go over each individual song because this is a pretty short album, running at 28 minutes long with only 10 tracks. The first track being Big Poe, which really sets the tone for this whole album because it's very clubby and it's very weird. On top of that, it also sets the 3 rules of the album. Number 1 being body movement. You cannot sit still. You gotta dance, dude. Number 2, you can only speak in glory. You gotta leave your baggage at home. And number 3, the biggest rule of all, don't tap the glass. Now onto my thoughts about this song. I like the robotic voice of "Don't tap the glass" or whatever the hell. And the line where he goes, "I like dark-skinned bitches like my mama." And then he refers to his dad as well. I thought that was kind of funny. Again, this has a weird ass beat that I'm just digging, and it gets my rump a moving. I don't really have too much to say about Big Poe. I think the production is really good, especially because you've got that Pharrell feature. I think that the flow is good on this song. I do like the lyrics. It's a really good start to this album, even though I don't have too much to say about it. Track 2 is Sugar on My Tongue, which is a lot of people's favorite, and rightfully so, I guess. It really leans into that club feel for sure. And it definitely leads into that rule where you always gotta be moving because you always want to move to this song because this beat is fucking fantastic, dude. Again, very weird song as well, but it has a very memorable hook, so it's very easy to sing along to that hook for sure. I also like the part towards the end where it sounds like the Kanye workout song, like the workout for me, like that kind of effect. I don't know exactly what it is. It's like that tube connected to that piano thing. I really, really like that part on it. Track 3 is Sucka Free. I don't really have too much to say about it. I do like this song though. I think the chorus is satisfying with that effect that I was just talking about from like that Kanye workout, whatever. Stop talking about Kanye because he doesn't matter. I think the instrumentals are pretty satisfying on this song. And I've been waiting part where it just goes like, I've been waiting. It is so good. Track 4 is Mama Nem, which is more of an interlude than an actual song, but it depends on what you want to call it. Definitely an interlude. It's very short. This is my least favorite part of the album as a whole. I don't think Mama Nem is bad by any means. It's just the other 9 tracks on here that are tracks, not compared to the interlude, I think are just much better than Mama Nem. I like the beat on this with like the little like ding 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 dings part. It doesn't sound like ding ding ding. I'm not doing it justice with that. But Tyler brings some mean energy to this kind of mean beat that he's got going. And I like the almost like not nursery rhymes, but like you're on the playground and you're like singing a song with your friends when you're like 5-year-olds kind of thing. And it goes like, "Oh, Tay." It was kind of funny and I liked it. The hook, I guess that you could call that on Mama Them, where it goes like, "Get it out, hit it out, that's on my mom and them," is really fun to listen to, and it's just like it just flows so well, and it's just like it rolls off the tongue so well. And I like that this beat goes into the 4th track, Stop Playing With Me. This is the first song Tyler created a music video for from this album, so he obviously likes this song a lot. And rightfully so, I think the song is good. And going back to that part where Mama Them kind of transitions into the song really well because it's the same beat, but Stop Playing With Me refines that more. And I feel like that introduces one of the smaller themes of this album, or maybe bigger, depending on how you look at it. I'm going to sit on that little, that theme for a bit here, though, because that'll be way more relevant on a later track. I don't really have too much to say about Stop Playing With Me, though. I like the energy that this song got going. I like what Tyler's doing on it. It's weird, and it continues that kind of like elementary song rhyming vibe, and I like that. It brings really good energy. I think that Mama Nem and To Stop Playing With Me at a live concert would go fucking crazy. Like finding tickets to a Tyler concert to listen to Don't Tap the Glass is going to be so hard, or they're just going to be so expensive, and I'm so jealous of anybody that could hear this album live. Track 5 is Ring Ring Ring, and this is a song that I think will be called overrated, even though it's not. I think it's just going to become overplayed, which is not a bad thing. This song emphasizes that rule of that you cannot sit still, because this song just makes you want to move. I mean, every time I listen to it, I feel like that Family Guy skating clip, where like Peter, Quagmire, Joe, and Cleveland are at like the roller skating rink, and there's like disco. Oh my god, I feel like that every time I listen to this. I've seen the theory that Ring 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 is a continuation of a song that wasn't put on Call Me If You Get Lost, like an unreleased song, and it kind of makes sense from the video that they showed, but I don't really care. It has the Call Me If You Get Lost phone ring, which I really like. There's this one part in Ring 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 where he shifts between like that high pitch, which he uses for most of it, but he goes down to this kind of like low pitch a little bit where he's talking, and I really like that tone shift change in it. This is a song I would love to use to talk about my girlfriend too, but unfortunately this has a darling I kind of effect where you cannot use this to talk about your significant other, or you are going to be an asshole, because that is not what it is about. The song is kind of like about the absence of love, or not being able to love someone in a way, or not being able to love someone, whichever way you really want to interpret it. But fuck that, this song fucks, dude. So no matter what the interpretation of this song is amazing, and it is certainly going to be one of the most played off of this album. Definitely going to be one of the most popular. And people, I'm here. I'm here before this song is overrated, okay? And so are all of you. Track 7 is Don't Tap the Glass slash Tweaking. This is the self-title slash tweaking. This beat really does make you want to move, though. This shit got my head bopping, dude. I'm going, wait. Don't take that out of context, please. But Tyler is really spitting on this track so much so that people think he's dissing Drake with like the Brody getting his chain grabbed kind of thing on it. I don't know if he's dissing Drake. I'm not going to make any claims here because I really don't know. I mean, he dissed Ian on Chromacopia, but who the fuck cares about Ian? Who the fuck really cares about Drake? I'm playing. I like some of Drake. I'm just not the biggest Drake fan. Who cares about that though? Because this is Don't Tap the Glass review on a really good album so far, and I love the transition from Don't Tap the Glass to Tweakin'. I think it's pretty sweet, dude. I can't lie. I think Tyler's flow on both of these are very nice, and I love that he sets this pace and he actually follows it. I'm thinking about Best Man off of Huncho Jack. That song fucking sucks. Don't follow the pace. You gotta follow the pace. I don't know why I wrote that in my notes, because every artist usually follows the pace anyways. Tweakin' has its own like little beat switch in it, which is really good, and every beat on this song just fucks. It is so good. The self-title being good is a necessity, and it lives up to it. Track 8 is Don't You Worry Baby, and this starts a really good 3-track run on this album. The last 3 tracks all fuck on spoilers here, but Don't You Worry Baby is amazing. The beat at the beginning reminds me a little bit of Undertale or some like kind of big game. I just want to clarify that I don't listen to Undertale music outside of the game, and I've only played the game once. I am no nerd like that. And this chorus is so heavenly. I don't understand how you could not throw a little jig in there. Listen to this song, and that piano towards the end adds so much to this beat. God, this song is so heavenly. I don't really have too much to say because you have to listen to it. Me describing how good this song is doesn't actually do the justice to how good this song is. Track 9 is my favorite track on this whole album. I'll Take Care of You is amazing. The vibe of this song makes me feel like I'm laying in a bed of flowers with my girlfriend. The night sky is like a darkish purple, and you can see all the stars, and there's just a meteor shower falling down. I feel like this song is hugging me. I feel like I'm comforted listening to this. I feel like it's telling me sweet nothings and telling me everything's going to be okay, and everything I'm worrying about I won't have to worry about for much longer. I saw someone say that it may be too early to have this take, but I'll Take Care of You might be top 5 Tyler, and I don't even think that they're wrong. This song is so good. This also has kind of like that Undertale kind of beat in the beginning, and it is so nice, and that's why you have that feeling, and I get that feeling, and it's just so, oh my god, it's so good. Don't take that part out of context. I was listening back to that, and that so good sounds a little sus, dude. Can't even lie. Anyways, I like all of the samples on this track, especially the Cherry Bomb sample, which I think really fits that little small theme I was talking about of refinement. because Cherry Bomb as an album is something Tyler doesn't really look back at very fondly, because he wanted to prove himself as being one of the best producers in the game and one of the best, musicians in the game, rappers in the game. But he fell short and he realized his own shortcomings in it. And Cherry Bomb, the self-title off of that album, was a mess. I mean, if you go and listen to that song, it is not very pleasant to listen to. So Tyler sampling his own song, Cherry Bomb, fits that theme of refinement because he refines a beat that was so all over the place and uses it in such a beautiful song to make it even better. He kind of shows like how far he's come from Cherry Bomb and how much better his production has come and how much better he's become as a musician. The final track, Tell Me What It is so weird and I love it. This beat is so fucking weird, dude. And I really like Tyler singing on it, and that was some criticism I've seen online, is that Tyler singing feels weird, but I'm here for it. This song is a whole ass vibe, dude, and I'll be honest, I don't really have too much to say about it because the song kind of repeats itself a lot, but it's just beautiful. It's not kind of, it just is beautiful. It is a beautiful song, even if it does repeat itself quite a bit, and it really does finish off this really great 3-track run, because Tell Me What It is really good. Even though I don't have a lot to say about it, this track is amazing, and online I have seen people talk about this 3-track run being as good as I am saying, and if you haven't listened to Don't Tap the Glass, you got to, because all 10 tracks are worth it, easily worth it. This album by no means is a 10 out of 10, how much I'm gassing it up. Listen, my rating means nothing because everyone's opinion is going to be different than mine, but I think I would give this a solid 8, maybe 8.5 out of 10. And despite that fact of it not being a 10 out of 10, I do think this is an album that you should listen to because I think you are missing out on some tracks that you would love. Even if you're not a big Tyler fan, I'm sure that you can find at least, at the bare minimum, one song, and I would be willing to bet money on that, unless you are truly a hater. I think this album really shows how far Tyler has come in terms of his production, and I think it's really shown here through I'll Take Care of You and through him having that sample of Cherry Bomb on that song. While editing this video, I realized how bad that statement really was, and it's not that his production has gotten better, because obviously his production has been already good. That has been shown in Igor, Flowerboy, Call Me If You Get Lost, Chromacopia, but him showing how much his production has gotten better from his shortcomings in Cherry Bomb. And this album, once again, is so weird. Just like all the beats just are so weird, but you gotta embrace that weirdness, and I think that's really something that he's trying to get at here. You gotta embrace your own weirdness. You gotta go with the flow, and a big thing is just to dance to it. This is an album that you gotta be active. You gotta move to it. It's certainly not the best album in his catalog, but comparing this album to other albums in his catalog, it was doing a disservice to it, because Flower Boy, Igor, Call Me If You Get Lost, Chromacopia, Wolf, Bastard, Cherry Bomb, they're all so vastly different from each other. They all have different sounds, and they're so unique from each other that comparing one to another does it a disservice, because it's two different things. It's literally comparing apples to oranges. Because Igor is my favorite Tyler album, and if I compare Don't Tap the Glass to Igor, I think I'm not that it pales in comparison, but I would say, Don't Tap the Glass is not great. But if you isolate the two, Don't Tap the Glass is such an amazing album, and I think this is what Tyler himself has been trying to get at, is that you don't compare his albums to one each other. Don't pit them against each other. Just like them. And this is an album that you can easily like. If you made it this far, thank you for listening to all my ramblings and not really great dives into these songs and exactly what they are. I hope that maybe my idea of the theme of refinement makes you think about this a little bit better, and I hope that my review here makes you really want to listen to the song. If you haven't, or if you have listened to it, I hope that you agree with me on a few things here. I might review some more albums later, so if you are interested in that, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe. I'm thinking about maybe doing the new Clips album. I really don't know if I want to do Jack Boys. I know I made the 100 songs ranking, But spoiler alert, I really don't like Jack Boys 2. See ya.